here's my outfit for the day. Good afternoon, my name is Julia, and today I am not going to the parks, or I do not have a day off, but I wanted to let you guys know what a day is like as a photopass photographer at Animal Kingdom. So usually I wake up pretty bright and early for my shifts, and on average I'll probably work like 8-hour shifts. Sometimes I'll have like 9 or 10, which are like pretty long days, but today I believe it's only like an 8-hour shift. I work I think 2:30 to around like 10:15 or 10:30 tonight, so a later night than usual. Usually I wake up right away in the morning and I'm done around like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. But it is 1:30 right now, and I usually try and leave around like 35-40 minutes before work. That gives me plenty of time to be able to park and like walk and clock in and get my camera set up. So I am halfway in my work uniform right now. I ate some lunch. I'm packing my lunch right now, and then my name tag is actually on I don't know, like my harness of like where my camera is. And then I also need to put on my rain gear because that is mandatory to wear, which I have to wear it like behind my back, and it gets really hot. Gets really hot having that against my back. And then I packed my lunch, and for lunch usually every single day I'll have like those little like Hawaiian bread rolls, and I'll put butter and ham on that, and then with like a cutie and string cheese and goldfish. That's usually what I eat. And I bring lots of frozen waters because you do need to stay hydrated. And then during lunch I also drink a Gatorade as well, just so that I'm hydrated and I do not feel sick throughout my day at work. If you guys are wondering where I take pictures, it definitely depends. So usually on my schedule I'll say like where I am. Sometimes I'll say like, oh, I'll be in Africa today or Asia the next day or something like that. But today I'm actually afloat, so I'm not really sure where I'll be until I get to base, which base is where I grab all my camera gear and get all my camera stuff set up, and then they'll tell me where I will be for that day. So that is about it prior to my shift, and then I will be leaving soon, and then I'll try and talk maybe more like in the car, not driving of course, and then I will talk more about my day tonight. So I am very excited to be able to tell you guys all about my work day, and if you have any more questions or anything like that, comment below. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will keep you guys updated later. Alright, here I am. I am about to go to work, and it is a pretty hot day out. So here's my harness, and this is what the camera connects to. And then guess what I'm going to wear today? It's a little hat because it's sunny and bright, and yeah, I'm gonna try and protect my face. And then this is the rain gear that I was talking about. It gets pretty warm on my back. Got my shirt, my photopass vest, name tag, water bottle holder, lots of pockets for batteries, my camera, and everything like that. And then I'll zoom out a little. There's my blue shorts, and then I also have my black shoes. So there you have it. Here's my outfit for the day. Hey guys, so I am on my way home from work, and I'm at a stopping light, so I am not driving right now. But my day was, well, it was an 8-hour shift. I got there at like, I think 2:30, yeah, 2:30, and I got done at 10. And my day went by so fast. The park was not busy at all, and usually when the park's like not busy, I don't know, like time usually goes by really slow. And it didn't at all. Usually when the park is really busy, that's when my day goes by very fast. But today I was in the front of the park, so like the main entrance area, and I just take pictures of guests either coming in or later on in the day. Guests that didn't get those pictures at the front entrance will come back to me and take pictures as well. And then I finish the end of the night at the area where guests can purchase their pictures and look at pictures if there's lost pictures and photos. Like stuff like that. I did get a lot of questions on my Instagram, so I posted on my story asking if anyone had questions about my job and if I can explain more about anything. So once I get back home, I will sit down and answer all of those questions. But what is it? It's 79 out right now, and it is 10:20, and I work tomorrow morning at 10:30, so not bad at all. My shifts have been pretty nice lately. Usually, sometimes like I'll work at 8 a.m. or like I think 8's the earliest lately. And I do like morning shifts, but at the same time, I do like sleeping in as well. So I will talk to you guys later. All right, I am now home from work, and I asked my Instagram if you guys had any questions or anything like that about my job. So I'm going to answer them all. So the first one is it ever overwhelming with the amount of people that go to Disney? It definitely depends on the day. It feels like, or I don't know, like some days if the park, like I said earlier, if the park is super slow, usually my day goes by slow. And if there's a lot of people, my day will usually go by fast, usually. Sometimes, literally, like, if there's so many people, that means, like, people are super, like, hot. There's waiting for so many lines and all this stuff, so you get a lot of angry guests, which I feel like I should vlog, like, a lot of my stories, because every single time that, like, I get, like, a unique story or, like, something that, like, I feel like I want to tell you guys, I actually write it down in my notes, and once the program's over, I'll talk more about that stuff. Next question, what are some great perks that you get besides getting into the parks for free? That's obviously the biggest perk, but after working a certain amount of hours, you get free tickets, so that's a nice perk, but you also get a discount on food and merchandise. It depends on the season, so sometimes you can get like 40% off, but right now it's only 20% off, which is the same as annual passes. The next one, what are some great perks that, oh, I already read that one. Is it true that you work all the time, like 60+ hour weeks? Not 60 plus. I've heard some people working like 55 to 60 hours, but it's more of like holidays or spring break, stuff like that. Usually on average I work around like 40 to 45 hours a week, which is, it's a lot, because I feel like most of the time I'm just like going straight to bed to start my day again. But some weeks I'll like work about 35 hours, sometimes less than that. It just definitely depends of how busy it is. Usually my average work day, I probably work like 8.5 hours. I do have some 10-hour shifts, and honestly I feel like those go by pretty fast because you're not thinking about going home. You know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there and you don't look at the clock because you realize that, I feel like when you don't look at the clock, that's when the days go by a lot faster. Next question, where do you usually take pictures in Animal Kingdom? So I'll take pictures at all of like the icon locations, so like in front of the Tree of Life, in Pandora, so like by the waterfall, by the entrance, Animal Kingdom's entrance. There's a little like Lion King frame right now in front of Animal Kingdom that I'll be at. In front of Expedition Everest, Kilimanjaro Safari's exit, all those areas, and then you just like rotate in that land. So I can be placed in Asia and Africa, and I'll only stay there unless if they need more people in Pandora, then they would move me. But other than that, like, you kind of stay in your area for that day, and then you just like rotate positions. Is it hard to find roommates you'll get along with? I've gotten really lucky, like the past 2 programs. I get along with my roommates really well. I don't think it's hard to find roommates that you get along with, just because we're all here for the same purpose. We all love Disney, we all want to work for Disney so bad, and we aren't by our families like at all. So for everyone to come together, like, at least we have all those similarities. And the only thing that I feel like you really need to speak up about is cleaning the apartment, the dishes, the garbage, the counters, everything like that. But other than that, I feel like it's not hard to find roommates that you get along with. I could only link up with one person this time, so I linked up with Hannah, and then the rest were all random, and I got really lucky because they're all super sweet. Next question, how did you choose your role? I did not choose my role. So when I had my phone interview, I pretty much sold that I have a passion for photography, and that's pretty much it. Like literally the whole entire phone interview was talking about photopass and asked me what camera I use and what experience I have, and if I can, like how I shoot, like what camera, Canon or Nikon, like stuff like that. And honestly, I didn't expect to get photopass, but it's been my dream role, so once I got accepted, I knew that I had to come. Next question, what are the worst and best parts? So the worst is working outside when it's super hot because you're literally dripping sweat, and that's pretty gross. The camera gets really heavy. A lot of the times, like, my back will get sore, like, by the end of the day. So, like, I don't have my vest on right now just because as soon as work's over, I'll take it off. Worst part. Standing on your feet all day. Best part. Okay, well, one more worst. You can get, like, really not nice guests. Like, guests that won't even, like, say hi to you or, like, anything like that. But honestly, you just kill them with kindness. And then I feel like one thing that I like to do is, okay, it kind of cut out, but one thing that I like to do is start off by saying, hey, how are you? How's your day? Where's your next adventure to? And everything like that. And then my goal is to be able to turn the conversation around so then they will be friendly to me. But it doesn't always work, but that's okay. You'll also get those super nice guests. And honestly, I love when guests, like, say my name. I always, like, thought that it was super weird, like, going to the store and say, hey, thanks, Henry, you know, but when people say, hey, Julia, like, have a great day, like, it just, I love it so much. Next question. Can you buy a memory maker to use during a program, or do you have to buy all of the pics individually? You can buy memory maker, and then, but it will just be that 30-day time period, or you can buy them individually, but I don't really do that. How does one get there? Get to the Disney College Program. You would go on the Disney College Program website and apply either for spring or fall, and then you would just go from there. What's the hardest part about being a cast member? Like I said earlier, I think it's definitely the guests. Like, you just have to be so nice and kill everyone with kindness, and yeah, I feel like it's those guests, but then there are so many more nice guests to make up for those guests that you get, if that makes sense. And then I believe that is it. So those are all of your questions that you have asked so far. If you have more questions, comment below. And that is a little about my workday as photopass. So do not forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys back real soon.